Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining YBC Youth Building Conversation. This is Lawana coming to you this evening, and I have Jayda Mayfield and Mom Stacy Mayfield. How are you guys doing this evening?
We're
Doing
doing great.
great.
I'm really excited.
Okay, great, great. I'm so glad to have you on, Mom.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yes, the bio was awesome. I was like, okay, I can't wait for this interview to come up. So how are you doing, Jada?
I'm doing pretty good. I was really excited. Yeah, I was really looking forward to it.
Great, great, awesome. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Because I have a tendency of messing up people's names.
Yeah, you're pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, great. So before we get started, I always ask the guests that I'm interviewing if they can start us out with a word of prayer. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You or mom, either or, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so my name is Jayda Mayfield. I'm 14 years old and I'm an author. I currently have published 4 books and then I also have additional things like coloring books, and I also have a doll. I started writing my books at around 8 years old and I published my first one at 9.
Okay, you jumping way ahead of my questions. You supposed to pray. You got to pray us in first. You got to pray us in first, and then we'll get started.
Okay, so say like a quick prayer or
Right,
what?
just a quick prayer just to open us up. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Um, okay. Well, dear Lord, please let us have a nice, productive conversation. Thank you so much for all of our blessings, and we're very grateful to you.
Amen.
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 Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, it's just me and you having a conversation. You don't have to rush anything. It's all about you and all your
Okay.
accomplishments and what you have accomplished and what you're doing in the DMV area because you're doing some great things. Being the age you are. I mean, you accomplished a lot of things that I haven't even accomplished. So that's awesome. So you already told us who is Jada, but what makes Jada Mayfield special?
I think what makes me special is that there's not a lot of, well, there are a lot of kid entrepreneurs, but it's a little bit rare for someone my age to, have their own business because usually when someone wants a career, they wait until they're a little bit older. So I guess that you could say that's what makes me special.
Great. So how did COVID-19 affect you and your family? And Stacy, you can answer this as well after your daughter. You can answer this question as well.
Well, after COVID-19, we were home a lot, with virtual and everything. And so I guess you could say that gave me more time to kind of sit down and, work on books and work on promoting online. But then, you could also say it kind of took away from that because a lot of the events that I usually go to sell books were either shut down or they were delayed or they turned virtual. And then book signings, I couldn't really do those. So, yeah.
Okay, mom.
Yes, like she said, it was there was some positivity and negative effects of COVID-19. She had more time, like you said, to make plans, future plans on books that she has coming out. She's working on those, and being home helped her to, do that. It's kind of like multitasking, but at the same time, it did affect her sales as far as book signing, book events, and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
so it was a little about positive and negative effects.
Okay. So I know you gave us your age earlier, but I'm gonna ask you again. Your
Mhm.
age, what grade, and what school do you attend?
So I just turned 14 last week. I'm in the 8th grade and I attend Thomas G. Pullen School of the Arts.
Okay, so are you graduating this year or does it go all the way up to the 12th grade?
Yeah, I'm graduating. Yeah, I'm graduating the eighth grade this year.
Hey, congratulations. Are you
Thank
excited?
you. Yeah, I'm really excited actually. I'm excited for the summer.
Okay, great, great, great. So, did you return back to school or did you do everything online?
I was actually online last year for the seventh grade, and then we came back to school in person for the eighth grade.
And how did that affect being home for 7th grade and coming back for 8th grade? Was learning a little bit different?
Yeah, I personally liked being in person a lot more than virtual because for me personally, it was a lot harder for me to learn and kind of take in information when, I'm staring at a computer. It was a lot harder to pay attention. And then, with in person, we can really get hands on. We're in person, so I really have to pay attention, and it was just a lot easier for me to learn as a student. And then on top of that, I'm surrounded by people my age, and I get to socialize. So I really preferred being in person, and yeah, it was a big positive transition.
Yeah. So at what age did your passion for writing and for books? So this is going to be a two-part, being I have you, Mom. So for Jada, at what age did you fall in love with writing and reading? And Mom, how did you, because like I have a 4-year-old daughter, a 4-year-old granddaughter, not daughter, granddaughter, and she loves books. How I want to hear from you. How did you nurture what you seen your daughter passion was? So go ahead, Jada. You can answer the first part.
Well, I think that I've always really had an interest in reading and writing. I think it really sparked when I started going to school. And we had to read a lot, and there was always a class library. So, I've always really liked reading books. And then I think my passion for writing really sparked in the second grade when we had to start writing like short stories for assignments. And one of those stories that I, started writing in for the second grade is actually the one that I published, which is, yeah, which is Where is My Butterfly? I wrote that in the second grade.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, Mom.
Yeah, and for her, she was, self-disciplined, still is. And so she started doing this on her own, the writing, and she was the one who was interested in getting her book published. And I kind of stay behind her and, you know, help her with that. But it was mostly her that got her feet out there, and I support her.
Yeah. Wow. That's great. Because at that age, I mean, I guess I only can speak for me. I wanted to play outside. So that's where my discipline was. It's playing outside instead of picking up a book and reading or wanting to write. So that's great. So was it hard for you to publish your first book?
Yeah, I would say that it came with its difficulties because we're actually self-published. So,
Mm.
when you go to a publisher and you pay them to do all of those things, the illustrations, the covers, and actually getting it published, but we had to do all of those things ourselves. And then, I guess it got easier as we kept doing it because, like I said, I have 4 different books, but for the first one, we definitely had to, learn and adjust and get used to it and kind of figure out how to do those things.
Wow. And Mom, was it a big experience for you as well, learning how to self-publish alongside your daughter?
Yes, the first book was difficult for us. Again, learning to do all those things, finding out a platform to get or the book published on, and also to promote. We had to learn the process, and it was pretty difficult. But after that, it got easier. The more she started publishing books, it got much easier. So.
And mind you guys, she only 14 and got 4 books. Only 14 and got 4 books. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, and you're self-published. You're going far. I'm excited to see when you turn 21. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have to follow you through your whole career, because this is gonna be very exciting to see. I mean, just the discipline that you have. But in saying that, was that one of your most accomplished things you have done so far, or do you have others that you can share?
Yeah, I would definitely say it's one of the things I'm most proud of. I could definitely say that I have some, accomplishments from, this. Like, I have to say one of the most exciting ones was when I got nominated for, well, I was kind of getting interviewed to be nominated for Kid of the Year by Nickelodeon and Teen Vogue. And that was really exciting for me. Yeah, having grown up and watching Nickelodeon and, looking at Teen Vogue covers. So yeah, I was really excited about that, and I definitely consider it one of my top accomplishments.
Wow, awesome. So also, when you have accomplishments, you have obstacles. So being a gifted teenager, what are some obstacles you faced?
Well, writing has always been the easiest part for me. But I think that where the obstacles come into play is having to kind of juggle being a student and, running my own business. Because, obviously school is very important and I always have to try my best. But then I also have to keep up with my business, stay consistent with my writing, stay consistent on social media, send out packages. So, I have to be really responsible and kind of, handle my priorities. But I would definitely say that's one of my obstacles.
So I always ask this to the young adults and adults I interview. I'm gonna ask you. I think you can handle this question. Do you think you are operating in your purpose or your passion, or maybe both?
I think both, because writing is obviously my passion, and it being my passion, it's something that I want to do for a very long time and something I want to get better at and something I really enjoy doing. So I could definitely say that it's my purpose because, there's a lot that you can do with writing, and, helping others and touching others is also something I want to do. So I would definitely say that it's both.
Wow. Okay. So what are some of your other hobbies besides reading and writing?
Yeah, so I do that a lot. I really enjoy listening to music. During quarantine, I was, bored, so I picked some other things up. Like I started to learn how to crochet. I'm still a beginner at that, definitely. I haven't really finished anything yet, but I'm trying. Um, I started to learn how to skateboard. I'm also a beginner at that as well, but again, I'm trying. And yeah, and then this summer I'm going to be taking swimming lessons. I do like to swim, so
So, Mom, you have a gifted teenager on your hands. Is it
Thank you.
is it hard keeping her busy, or is it hard? I mean, because she's very smart. I seen in your bio you taking speech classes, so speaking classes. So is it hard to, what can I say? She's very motivated herself. So do you find it
Right.
hard to manage her sometimes, or?
No, not at all. Like I said, she's self-disciplined, so she makes her own schedule and she, makes her own goals and objectives and try to accomplish them on her own. I am more like a supporter. I support her in, whatever she does, but it's really not hard
Wow.
managing her.
I'm gonna send this interview to my daughter. Wow. I mean, because wow, that's just awesome. So who is your role model? Who's your role model?
I would definitely say that my role model is my parents because, like my mom said, she's a really good support system and she does motivate me, whether she does know it, but she really is motivational. And then both my parents are very hard workers. My dad has his own business as well. So they're definitely my role models, I would say.
Awesome. So do you look at yourself as a role model?
Um, Yeah, I guess I would say that. I do really try to be an inspiration for others, despite what their age might be. I do really try to be an inspiration and a role model for others.
Okay. So your books. So
Yeah.
what is your book geared to? What do you like writing about? Um, because for me, I'm assuming because I'm not an author, I don't write books, but I'm assuming you have to be a visionary
hmm
in order to produce books.
Yeah, I would definitely say it takes a lot of creativity, and you have to have well, it helps to have an active imagination. Well, like I said, I wrote a lot of my books when I was younger. At the time, I really did like fantasy books. I still really do like fiction books. One of my books is science fiction because, like I said, Where's My Butterfly? I wrote that in the second grade when at the time we were learning about butterflies. So I would definitely say my main thing is fiction.
Okay, okay. So do you think you had to sacrifice a lot for your business?
No, I don't. I wouldn't say that to sacrifice a lot. Like I said, I do have to juggle things every now and again, and it takes responsibility. But I don't think I really had much losses over it. If anything, I think it's helped me gain a lot.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're author now. So when you see yourself in 5, 7 years, are you still going to be on the path of being a better um, or more accomplished author, or are you going to go in different areas with your writing and your creativity?
Um, I would probably say both because when I look at myself in a few years, I definitely see myself still writing, but I see myself writing more sophisticated things, longer things, novels. My writing style have improved, but I also see myself exploring other things. um, right now, I'm a media arts major, and I found that I really enjoy film and photography and videography. So I definitely see myself exploring those things, and maybe in the next few years, I'll find something else that I enjoy doing. So I definitely see myself exploring other areas, but I don't think that I'll ever really stop writing.
Okay, great, 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 great. So you created a doll from one of your characters in your book. Creating that doll, there's a doll right there. My grandbaby got one. She loves it. What did it mean to you to actually create a character from one of your books?
It meant a lot. I think that, well, one of the main, motives I had for creating this character was so that younger kids can have someone who, younger kids of color can have someone who looks like them that they admire because there is a lot more of it today. I didn't really have too much of that when I was younger. So, I kind of wanted to be, a part of that. moving forward.
Okay, awesome. So do you get a lot of little girls loving your dolls and the books that go with it?
Yeah, I do. And it really makes me feel nice. It makes me feel very accomplished.
Good, good, good. So what high school do you plan on attending and college in the near future?
Well, right now I'm going to Flowers High School. Yeah. And as far as colleges, I have a lot of options, I guess, but I was thinking about NYU. I heard that's a really good school for film. Cornell University, Columbia University, and then University of Maryland. And yeah.
Okay, great. That is awesome. And you know who else have a great school for filming? Because it's my son's major as well. He's
Mhm.
doing creative writing and filming.
Oh,
Morgan State. Morgan State has a great program as well.
You said
what is,
Morgan? You said
Mhm.
Morgan State?
Yes,
Oh,
yes, they have a great
oh,
program as well. My son, that's what he's studying. He's a
mhm.
writer. He's a writer as well. So he
uh,
writes.
oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice. Okay,
yeah. So
good to know.
yeah,
Where's Morgan State?
in Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a great. It's a HBCU. That's a great school as well. But yeah,
Close.
that's awesome. So how can my viewers follow you and support you? How can they purchase your books?
So I have a website, and it is usbooklovers.com, which is just USBOOKLOVERS and then .com. And then I have an Instagram as well, and it's the same thing, but with a 19 at the end. And I have a YouTube channel, which is just my name, Jayda Mayfield. Yeah. And then my books are on my website, but they're also on Amazon. And so if you were to put my name into Amazon, all of my books should pop up.
Wow, that is exciting. So what is your business name?
I guess it's just Jayda Mayfield.
Okay, that's what that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I didn't. Just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure Miss Lawana didn't miss anything. So do you have any questions for me?
I guess not.
Okay, great. This is great. This is awesome. Well, I thank you for coming on and sharing your story, how you got started. I'm hoping that my other youth and young adults see your story and get disciplined about whatever business they have going on and want to do. So, can you leave my youth and young adults with some inspiring words?
Yeah. I would say to try your best at everything you do. And if you put your mind to it, you can do anything that you want to.
Great. Mom, do you have any inspiring words as well as a parent?
As a parent, just keep supporting your kids, supporting their dreams. I guess that's it.
So we have a few comments. I don't see their name, but let's see. We have here. Hello from another author. Okay.
Hello.
Someone said amazing. Keep up the great work. How can people follow her on social media? Well, she gave her handles, but I'll make sure that I put it underneath the this interview so you guys can support her, buy her books. Books are very great. She got a doll. If you got any little girls, kids, grandkids, I know my granddaughter, she loves it, loves her doll. And then you have someone that says, good work, keep it up. Amen. So I'm hoping that Kia is looking on here. That's a young lady I told you that's opening up her own bookstore. So I wanted to pass that information. She's going to be on my platform as well. I wanted to pass your information on to her, so you guys can connect, because she's also an author as well, and she lives in New York. But I just want to say thank you for coming on my platform.
Thank you for
I'm
that.
excited. I am excited,
Thank
and
you.
She always do pop-ups. So any place that you're gonna be, please send me a flyer so I can post it. So we can come out and support you in person, because now being that the world is kind of opening back up slowly.
Right.
I would love to put your information out there so people in this area can support you. Come out, buy some books, some dolls, and I want to know. So, what is next? What's next for you? Because you said you can't wait for the summer. So, what's going on in the summer? What's next for Jayda Mayfield? What's going on?
Well, in the summertime, I'm gonna have, a lot more time on my hands. So you can definitely see something new for my business, some more improvements. I was planning on taking some film classes. But yeah, definitely look forward to seeing something new for me.
Okay, so I know you keep mentioning film. So do you plan on writing a film, a story, a movie? Is that something you looking into doing as you?
It's definitely something I want to do one day. Yeah.
Okay, great. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm not an actress, but I'll play in your movie any day. I might be
Okay.
old, but I mean, just give me one line. I'll be good. I'll be good. But thank
Okay,
you
I
for
got
coming
you.
on. Thank you guys for watching. I will make sure that I get her information out on my platform. Please, please, please follow, support. This young lady is doing amazing things. And you heard it from her mom. Her mom said, I don't even have to push her. She's dedicated, motivated to do what she wants to accomplish in this lifetime. So make sure you support her, you guys. Hold on. Make sure you guys stay on. Have a great evening and see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Stay on, Jayda. Stay on, Mom.